Aguilar to the far side. Jeffrey to the near side. Two tight ends. It is 3rd and 7. He steps up. Now he dashes. Looking, still looking. He fires across his body, and it is caught. It is caught back in the end zone by Alshon Jeffrey.
Joining us here this week for a tape study is Eagles quarterbacks coach, Press Taylor. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Before we get into the video, just your quick thoughts on Carson. 4 weeks back, how's he look from the first week to the fourth game he's been involved in?
I think it's anything like you expect. You know, he continues to get better week to week, continues to settle into the offense, the speed of the game, not having a preseason, not having training camp, stuff like that. You kind of expect this to slowly come along and get better and better, and I think we're continuing to see him just get better and improve his play every week, and the guys around him improve their play as well.
I tell you, I've been amazed at how well he's looked with no preseason action. Let's take a look at some of the plays from last week's game. This first touchdown that he's going to throw to Alshon Jeffrey. Now, I've been around the game a long time, and even though I was a defensive player, I know from an offensive standpoint, you don't typically coach your quarterbacks to throw back across his body into the middle of the field, but Carson, with his athletic ability, sometimes he's able to get away with that.
We can't take any credit for this. This is a guy making a play right here. I mean, you could probably credit his mom and his dad more than you can our coaches for this one. This was a crucial situation in the game. This is the first third down and a third down in the red zone. I think it was 3rd and 7. One of the toughest calls in the game. Are we getting red zone defense? Are we getting third down defense? You know, it's potentially a 4-point play. If we don't convert here, we're going to be kicking for 3. If we do, we get a chance to score here as well. And luckily, here we got in the end zone on this play as well. But we just have a generic 3-by-1 formation. So we've got the 3 receivers bunched up top with Alshon singled up down here. We're hoping to get Alshon in a middle field closed defense, a one-on-one look to work a one-on-one route back here. He's actually going to come up, kind of run a corner post look right here, and then we're going to run a drive concept on the backside. So we're bringing these receivers into the picture here with Nelson on the alert post right there if we got a quarters look down in the red zone. Now again, I talked about this as a tough situation. They have a Tampa linebacker right here, number 52, Ogletree, who doesn't really need to get depth down the field. We're in the red zone. He's not defending much space behind him. Sure. So he does a good job of settling in his drop and squeezing Ertz and making it tough for us. And from that point, it's kind of backyard football. Carson obviously goes through his progression. We don't get Alshon one-on-one like we'd hoped. The drive concept, they're sitting on the zone, so they're able to match Goddard right here. And then you see Ertz trying to cross face here. It's just contested because of the space in the field. So then it goes into Carson just creating a play for us right here. He does a good job extending the play. And that's one of the things, that's a fine line. Do you want him to extend the play? Do you want him to move on from the down, protect himself? We always want him to protect himself, but when he has an opportunity to extend plays and the athlete he is, he's able to make a great play here. Guys do a good job of coming into the picture. Our scramble rules down in the red zone, and Alshon and Carson just making a play right there.
An incredible throw right there.
It was.
And catch. The thing I loved about this last game, you guys in the red zone 4 for 6. We have been struggling with that a little bit early in the year, but we just saw that touchdown. Here's another one to Zach Ertz. Before we get to this play, just wanted to see if you can break down sort of the mindset behind the bust-out formation here. So what are you guys trying to what look are you trying to get here?
Well, for us, it's another way to play with tempo. So there's a lot of times you can always go no huddle. You can get in different personnel groups. We just had a big play to enter the red zone. We were in a different personnel grouping. We get in 3 tight end set here, and then we're going to show a big formation. They probably expect us to break out. They're not sure what we're going to, so we're going to limit the time they have to see the formation. So we're going to burst out here into a bigger set and then not let them recognize what's happening. You see Landon Collins anticipating us to break out. We do it quick. They're not able to get their cleats in the ground. We get the ball snapped, and we get quickly into a play action pass. Put the back in the flat, and then Ertz does a great job of selling the over route. It looks like naked to everybody on the defense, and then he's going to snap back out of it and get himself open right here. Great throw, great catch. And that worked out pretty well for us right there.
Now you guys are at the portion of the field where as a defense, I'm thinking, okay, watch out for the deep ball. These guys may be taking a shot here. You guys sort of give that look, but then it's a nice setup for the screenplay here to Corey Clement.
Right, doing the same thing. We try to get, again, we're in 13 personnel here against a nickel look, which isn't a common thing, but they're anticipating. We just crossed the 50. We want to sell like we're in a heavy protection. We're going to take a shot down the field. They're probably protecting against that. So we're going to show them play pass all the way, and really Nelson's job is to go take 2. So he's going to run this deep over, just trying to get grabbed right here. We're selling protection all the way. We've got 2 tight ends on the backside right now with Perkins coming across. We're going to sell play pass, and then Carson's going to sell it like he's getting all the way out on a movement throw on a shot to Nelson. And you see the key to this one is really the landmarks of the linemen as they get out. So these 3 right here, you'll watch Kelsey. Kelsey does it perfectly with the shoulders square to the line, and then he's going to work his way up the inside edge of the numbers. We end up getting 3 out here for 2 guys and have a big play on it. So you see Kelsey right there with his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, able to move and work in space, and these guys do a great job. Isaac doesn't get a ton of them, gets just enough. For those guys out in space, they do just enough. Brooks will do the same thing here to slow down 52, and then Corey's just running off his blocks. But really, it starts with everybody hitting their landmarks on the screen game.
And then again, down here in the red zone again, new play concept, seeing us a little bit around the league.
Right.
Makes it difficult for a defense to really defend this play. Talk about sort of the coaching points here that you're going to have these guys do that allows for this play to happen behind the line of scrimmage and where it's legal.
Right. We want this to be as low as possible. We're on the 1 yard line here. They're giving us a yard of space to be able to manipulate the defenders and block them technically. Now we're going to coach our guys, these two right here, to dance with the defenders. Yeah. We don't want to engage. We don't want to block them. We want them to engage with us. We're going to slow play it, and we want the play to happen so fast they don't even realize what's going on.
Right.
So these guys, Nelson and Kamar right here, do a great job of just really distorting the vision of these two guys on the point. We're going to quick motion Alshon in here, and we're really not even going to block number 1 right here, the cornerback. We know with our quick motion, we motion to a bunch, he's probably going to soften behind the bunch, which is what we're anticipating. We've got Carson under center here, and really this was a good job of execution. Earlier in the week, I think we had the bunch set a little tighter. We felt like the extended space would maybe keep 93 here from getting in the picture, which I think was a good late adjustment in the game plan. And so we just do a good job. Carson does a great job of getting the ball out quick. And really one of the things that goes unappreciated is Big V right there. All we wanted was him to cut. We just can't have this defensive end get his hands up. So we tell Big V, you don't have to get him down, but cut. We want his hands down, able to make a throw right over the top of him. And then these guys do a great job of distorting the point player. Alshon catches it on the run. The motion landmark was really good for this play. And all those little details were so key. And then we actually extended Ertz back here on the backside. If we were to get something funky, we say 4 over 3 over here possibly. We've got one of our best guys one-on-one up top if we needed that as well.
Tape Study is brought to you by Chickies and Pete's, proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.